Alright, HVAC business owners, it's time for you guys to get a little bit of a lesson in what to do and what not to do on your website, because everybody keeps making the same mistake and I don't know why. Now, I want you to think that when a potential customer lands on your website, there's only one thing that they should be doing, and that's reaching out to you to become a lead and become a customer for your business. If they're landing on your website and they're getting confused and they're going all over the place and they don't know what you do and they're trying to figure it out, they're just going to go ahead and click off and go to the next guy who does have that understanding, and they let the customer know, hey, this is your problem, I've got the solution, here's how I fix it, reach out to me right now and we'll get it started. They're going to reach right out and they're going to get that lead. So we want to make sure that your website is a 24/7 salesperson for your business. This is something that we dive really deep into in our course on our website at goservergenius.com/learning. Link down in the description if you want to check it out. But in this video, we're really going to highlight that H1 heading when you land on the first fold of a website, as well as a subheading below that and the call to action. So we're going to take a look at some examples that are not so great, as well as some that are very, very good. So let's go ahead and jump into the computer and take a look and see what we can find out. All right, so we're landing on this website here. We're searching as if we are looking for an HVAC company in Connecticut. So this is what's coming up in kind of the search, and I went through a bunch of these, found some that are pretty bad. I've noticed that a lot of them are very, very similar. So if you guys are having an HVAC company and you're looking at a lot of your competitors around the area and saying, oh, this must be working because they've got 1,000 reviews, but they've been in business for 89 years, then you don't want to copy what they're doing because they probably don't know what they're doing. And a lot of the times, these people just have really good SEO built out from long-term websites, but they're not the most optimized, the most pleasant, or the most nice looking. So a lot of these websites have like these sliders on them on the primary first fold of the website, where the entire screen changes and it changes the call to action and the text and everything. Less than ideal. It really doesn't get the point across, and it looks a little sloppy. But when we're landing on this website, we are getting thrown a whole bunch of images and a whole bunch of different things everywhere, and we don't really know what's going on. So they've got the name up here just typed out, then they have the logo big below that, a book now button, a phone number. Up here there's a little contact us and thing going on. We've got the Go Greener affordably, kind of whatever this contractor thing is for Go Green. Just overall, you have no clear, concise understanding. You don't know what they do. Obviously, you can see it here, like heating, air conditioning, whatever. But this logo should be tucked up there. This shouldn't be here. I'm going to try not to go too in depth with talking about the actual website itself, and just focus on this first fold and the actual things that you could change to make it a little bit better. You always want to put yourself into the customer's shoes. So if a customer is landing on this website, they want to know, here's my problem, whether they're having a heating problem, an air conditioning problem, a refrigeration problem, whatever it is. They want to have the understanding that you know what you're talking about and you understand their problem, and you have a solution on how to fix it, and you give them an option on how to, solve that. So this has no information for anything, so you just get lost and you're going to go ahead and click off this and go to another website. I will say that this is obviously not a professionally made website. I would hope. It does look like it's a Wix website based off this book now button. Now, website wise, I will say that this one is a lot better in kind of form, and they have this nice drone video circling of some vans. Not my favorite taste as far as where they're placed and all that kind of stuff, or what they're using on here. But yeah, they're highlighting their name as the heading, which for me is not a thing you should do. Because if you want to think about it, you don't want to tell the customer everything about you and make your whole website about you. You want your website to portray that your website is about them, the problems they're having, and how you can solve those problems, how your different solutions can help them and make their life better, or, fulfill that dream that they might be looking for. So by putting yourself here as the main title, you're probably doing it for SEO purposes, which, if you're doing SEO, then that's cool. But with Google's new algorithm updates, especially in the past year, this kind of keyword stuffing in a way, and not having that organic usability content, it's not as beneficial as it used to be. So just a little heads up there. And if anybody's watching this that does own one of these companies and you guys want some help and you want a little free consultation, I can go through the website with you. Definitely reach out to us down below. We can definitely give you some information, or send this video to the person and maybe they can make some changes. Anyways, they have the sub headline here that says we offer a complete range of HVAC services to both commercial and residential clients. Cool. Again, we're talking about we offer, right? We want to have this main heading say something that's going to answer what this problem is or whatever. You can use ChatGPT or something like that that, paste this in there, ask it to give you a, flipped around version from the customer's point of view. They can kind of fill that, and that can work. But at least you do have a call to action button there, so that is a thumbs up from me. But we're going to move on to the next one. Now, when you land on this website, I want you to know exactly where to go. What kind of information are you going to get? Your eyes are just going to fly all over the place, and you're going to go ahead and click off this and go right to the next one. So they do have some stuff here, proudly serving New Haven, blah, blah, blah. Again, some SEO stuff, and then a big wall of text that nobody's going to read. And again, it's a bunch of information about us, so nobody cares. And they're just going to go ahead and click off because this is kind of a mess. Not sure what this one looks like on a mobile device. It could be really optimized on mobile. Doesn't look like it at all. Again, some of these things can work really well for older businesses and for things that are targeting old people. So, maybe that's really where they're hitting. But again, this website is a mess all over the place, and I get very, very lost on this one and would not recommend. Next one, we've got this hard to read. Now, this is going to go against kind of like some accessibility stuff as far as Google, and it's going to help you. It's not going to help you rank. It's going to be kind of negative because of the saturation. Again, this is what I was saying about the sliders here. I don't know what it is, but they love doing these sliders, just all these different things, and things like that giving me motion sickness. I don't know what's going on here. They got a ton of stuff going on. I think this is their main one though, and it's talking about energy credits and rebates and heat pumps. Like, this is not funneling me as a first-time customer to land on this and go ahead and reach out to you. I'm just, like I said, I'm lost. I'm confused. There's a lot being thrown at me all over the place. Don't know where to look. And that's just kind of the opposite of what you want to do. Now we have one last one that's not so great. Now this one says #1 for AC repair services in Glastonbury, Connecticut, with over 195 star reviews. Again, you're talking about you. Nobody cares. Remember that. Throw that in the back of your head. Anytime you go to write any copy on your website, think about it. Hey, does anyone care about what I'm typing? No, they probably don't. So probably don't put it there. You could always have this 195 star reviews as a little supporting thing below, or something here with a Google widget where it actually shows reviews and stuff like that to help boost that, where it actually shows that 195 stars for trust. But in this situation, putting that there as the main headline is useless to a potential customer. And then you're saying can help you, blah, blah, blah. Again, take this, flip it around, have proper spacing in between your words, and flip this around from a customer point of view, and you'll have a lot more success, I guarantee it. Now, here's one that actually does it a little bit better, and it's overall a pretty decent website. There's a few things I would tweak, but again, we're not talking about that. So we have the main headline here: your heating, AC, and ductless experts in Norwich and Groton. So you're hitting on the SEO aspects by having the different experts, the heating, AC, ductless, Norwich, Groton keywords in there, and then you are also hitting on these being bolded for the actual user. So I land on that and I see heating, AC, ductless. Cool, they solve exactly what I'm looking for, because maybe I have a heating issue. Cool, they do that. They're experts, you get that additional trust. And then you also have this little sub headline up above, which is a supporting headline that's going to actually help you understand, and trust whatever they're doing. So they say keeping you comfortable since 1999. So they've been around for a while, they're not going anywhere, and they probably know what they're doing. That's good for trust. And then you have your schedule an appointment button, big red bold, popping out at you, and it draws your eye right to that. You notice there's not anything else on this screen that is bright red. It's just this, because you want to drive people to that call to action. Again, your website should be a funnel. You want it to work for you 24/7. You want people to just be reaching out and getting organic leads without you having to do anything, right? So scheduling an appointment is your most #1 big thing that you want to do. Then there you go. You have that as your main #1 point. And then down below, you probably have other things to learn more if they are not fully sold based off this. A lot of people will actually just get sold right off this first fold. So definitely make sure that you're structuring it in a way that resembles this. And then you want something that looks good here. I wouldn't particularly say that this is the best picture that I would use in the background. It does kind of have like a sad feel to it a little bit, which is not what you want. You want to portray like a happy feeling, but she does look cozy and comfortable, so that could be what they're going for. But maybe using like a happy family or something like that playing inside the house can work a little bit better to show that happy end customer. Now that last one is a pretty good understanding of what we should be doing. This one is kind of on the right track as far as it has Connecticut's choice for heating and cooling, which is hitting heating and cooling. So if you're looking for either of those, you know that they do that. And then they have now offering heat, plumbing, and electrical services. So those are kind of interesting the way that they have that laid out. I know they probably want to throw the information on there, but I definitely would rethink kind of how that's worded, and maybe move this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I'm not very drawn in to care who the guy is. But it says our customers have placed their trust, blah, 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 for the industry certifications. This like sub headline here is pretty much useless. And then going to a why choose kind of button here. Probably wouldn't do that. Would probably just move these up, or put some of things in bullet points here and then move these kind of logos up, and then you have your contact form here that you're trying to drive people to. Now I hope a lot of that made sense to you guys, and hopefully you can go and put a little bit of this into action. Like I said, use some tools like ChatGPT, have it spit out some headline options for you, say, hey, these are my services, this is how long we've been in business, and come up with some SEO optimized keywords for plumbing or heating and cooling or something like that. You want a headline and a sub headline, and just kind of give me a bunch of different things. Give me some call to action buttons, or should you put a contact form, kind of figure that part out. But you definitely want to think about, for your business and for your website, what kind of headline are you going to be using? Are you going to be using something that's in the customer's point of view? If you're building a landing page, you obviously want that landing page to specifically hit on whatever that problem is and draw on the emotion. Also, having a happy customer is going to be super, super beneficial. That second to last one that I showed you, where they kind of had the girl that was sitting there cozy, that one kind of hits it, but also it doesn't in the way of having that happy end customer. If you can do that while having like person like leaving or waving or something, and you have like the happy customer, that's going to go a long way with getting the people to convert. Increasing those conversion rates only is going to get you more leads, which is going to in turn get you more jobs. So if you do have an HVAC business and you're looking for some help, or you're looking to learn, grow, and do all that kind of stuff, definitely check us out, and links in the description. GoServiceGenius.com. Or if you want to get some of the courses and learn everything that there is to know to market and grow your business, go to GoServiceGenius.com/learning. Hopefully you did enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.